Hi, Sir David the Bard, right here. Coming to you from Australia, Indonesia, Argentina, Utah, and many other places. I stay on the move, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I just found an article. Let me give it to you. Oh God, let me give it to you. On the Mormon Church. Here we go. This is coming out of the Desert News. The Mormon Church owns the Desert News. They know everything about Mormonville. Now here's one of the things I don't like about cults, and I don't like about the Mormon Church, and I think they are a cult. Words have real specific meanings to most people, and you can trigger certain emotions and certain feelings with just words. Now, let me see. Oh, what does this say? 3 people unfriended you? Are they talking about me? 3 people? I need you. Oh, come back. What, did I say something? I don't usually have very much to say. This is in the Desert News, and I'm looking as usual. It's new. It's brand new. Okay, LDS Church announces limited layoffs. Okay, now, when you hear the word limited in the English language, that means, oh, it's not going everywhere. It's just limited. Okay. Now, when you hear the word layoff in the English language, now please, I've only been speaking English 65 years. If some of you have spoken it longer than that, and you know more about it, then let me know that I'm being stupid here. Okay? Layoffs. Layoffs mean, in industry, and usually in financial markets, that we don't have enough work for you right now, and we're going to lay you off. Okay? Layoff also means when we begin to get work again and we need more people, you'll be the first ones to call. So you'll be able to come back. Now watch how the church, they must think everybody has a 3rd grade education. Well, I don't. Anyway, let me read you part of this article. Here it is. Okay. A number of employees of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are being laid off in what a church spokesman calls a planned reduction in workforce as a result of, quote, evolving needs of a global church. Mormons. Let me read to you what the atheist translation of that paragraph is. A number of poor-ass employees of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the cult, are having their asses kicked to the curb, and what their cult spokesman says is a reduction in workforce, and we don't need your ass anymore. As a result of the evolving needs, that we're running out of money. You can't even be a janitor for us. We don't pay them anymore either. Now, that's just how the way I interpret it. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Michael Purdy, I've heard his name before. He's an idiot. Michael Purdy said the reduction primarily affects primarily. See, they're careful with these words. They don't say. Michael Purdy said the reduction only affects 2 church departments. He said primarily. So now it can go everywhere. And they can say plausible denial. Well, we told you it was, primarily 2 departments. Well, they're lying again. Information Communication Systems Departments. Has an S on it. So there's more than one, evidently. While he did not give a specific number of layoffs involved, Purdy did indicate that the layoffs will comprise up to 8% or more of the 2 departments. The action is based solely on the need to be sure that resources are being used wisely to meet the evolving needs of a global church. Now, there's the atheist interpretation is we're running low on money. People are resigning like seagulls eating crickets, and we can't keep up our big-ass paychecks. So we're going to take your little paychecks away from you and add them together for us. Okay, Purdy said, indicating, I don't think the guy said one word of truth here, but I'll keep reading him. Purdy said, indicating that it is not a matter of declining budgets. Ooh, why would he say that? Why would he say that? Do any of you out there have any common sense? Let me read that again to you. Purdy said, indicating that it is not a matter of declining budgets, but rather a matter of reassigning budgets to meet current needs. If that ain't, your check is in the mail. And we have no responsibility. No, this has nothing to do with losing our money and building that stupid white elephant mall. There's the Mormons for you. The action is based solely, that's one thing, on the need to be sure that resources are being used wisely to meet the evolving needs of the global church. In other words, our salaries, Monson's giant salary, his what is that, the armored car truck thing that he rides around in, and all of the free education that their kids get at BYU, and all of the health and wealth and insurance policies. It's not a budget thing, folks. Jesus Christ. They're firing their janitors, they're firing their own people in the building, but it has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. While the reductions is not as widespread action among the thousands of church employees located around the world, Purdy said church leaders are, quote, now see, it's not happening to everybody, but listen to this, keenly aware that behind the numbers are individuals and families. Oh, you feel so bad. They lost their health insurance, they've lost this, they've lost, oh. Because we're going to stay rich, and these bastards, we're going to throw to the dogs. Some of these people have worked for them for 25, 30 years. Alright, now, here's where the tricky Mormon shit comes in, okay? We are offering a substantial severance package to those impacted by these changes, and we'll work to help these individuals find other employment. Now, let me tell you something. If you're laid off, I have never heard of a severance package going to laid off people. These people are fired. They're not laid off. They take a severance package so they can find another job. They ain't coming back, folks. This is the way the Mormon Church presents words. The only way you can tell a Mormon is lying is when their lips are moving. It's the only way you can tell. Let me come back and see if I'm still here. The Danites got me. No, I'm still there. Okay. So anyway, I just thought that article was so typical of the Mormon Church. They use the word, you know, it's not secret, it's sacred. And they'll say, it's a court of love. Anyone that's been to any court at any time, anywhere in this world, would not associate the word love with a court unless you're FLDS and or if you're Mormon or if you're in another cult. They'll always say that kind of shit to you. And you just bow your head and you say yes. So anyway, the church is getting 10% of their employees fired. They're just going, you're not laid off. Pack your shit up out of your office. Take your nameplate down. Your parking space has been moved. And you will be paying for parking if you ever come in here again and visit. And you will not be able to get on the phone and talk to Monson and all the prophets. Your ass is grass. You're out of here. We found a way to fire the janitors. We're finding a way to fire you. And this is a corporation. We're lean and we're mean. That's the way Jesus wants us to be. Lean and mean. And the Mormons, they're so good at it. Thanks.